Ashe Empresses, it's the Sacred Empress back with another YouTube video. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Ashanti. I'm an intuitive healer. I offer Reiki healing services as well as readings on the side. So if any of that interests you, feel free to click the link in my description, and welcome to the Empress Empire. You obviously clicked on this video today because you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars placement. So we're gonna go ahead and dive in, and I hope you're ready and prepared because the tea is always piping hot over here.
They know what I'm gonna say. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm gonna rule the world or I'm gonna change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
Hello to my air sign placements. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, evening, or night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to dive in with some July predictions as well as full moon messages as well. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy because we're going to go ahead and dive in. If you feel that this reading resonates with you, great. If it does not, know that, it happens. This is just a general collective reading. And if you'd like to book a personal, you can do that by clicking the link in my description. So let's go ahead and get into these cards. What is the current energy? Oh, 4 cups. Are y'all waiting on something? You're waiting for like an approval, waiting for some type of confirmation, maybe waiting on a sign, or you're waiting for something to change in your life. Some of y'all may want something to change in your life. Others may be waiting. I just feel like there's some waiting here. So let's see what else is here. So yeah, y'all may be waiting, or I guess I could say instead of waiting this month, maybe there'll be some confirmation coming to you this month. You got the 8 of Wands here. 8 of Wands is the sign of action. So y'all may find that this month is the month to take action. Y'all may feel more energized. Y'all may feel more in tune. You also may feel more balanced. As you can see, she's standing on this wheel, like, balance, and we have the white and the black to resemble the duality. So I do feel like that's a big thing for you guys right now is, getting stable and getting back into balance, especially if you feel like you've been falling off, struggling, just things like that. You're getting back into balance. Some of y'all are getting back into like your routine and stuff too. But yeah, if you're waiting on something, I could definitely say that it's something that, could potentially come back up this month, so maybe you'll get some more updates on it. Maybe it will, finally come through, whatever this is, whether it's a job offer, whether it's just some money matters, whether it's a new opportunity. It seems like some things are finally working themselves out for you. I know you have been very patient, so just continue to be patient and trust the process. I feel like everything will work itself out. You just have to relax, okay? Especially if you've been like overthinking about it and in your head about everything. We got the Ace of Wands here. So with the Ace of Wands, I feel like whatever this is, in regards to, I think that you guys definitely, have a new opportunity coming towards you. I think that this is something that's also sparking a lot of like interest, creativity in y'all as well. So some of y'all may be inspired by, this time that you've been waiting. Like maybe within this time that you're waiting, you may need to use this time as an opportunity to create something to help you get to the other side. And, I feel like this is just a way to really redeem yourself. You don't necessarily need to prove yourself and prove your worth to anybody, but, show whoever or whatever that you mean what you say and that you stand on business, So if this is a job offer, you don't have to go kiss up to them or anything like that. But, show them why they need to hire you. Show them why you are somebody that's worthy of the position that you're trying to get. If you're trying to be in a certain position in your life, and you're manifesting, show the universe that you deserve that position. Show them that you deserve to be in that, situation, or, have that car or have that home or have the money or whatever the case may be. Show the universe that you deserve it. Because I feel like that's the biggest thing, is being able to advocate for yourself and speak up for yourself, and be able to, express your strengths and express your weaknesses as well. Like, when you go to a job interview, they're going to ask you all these questions. Are you a team player? And, what would you do in this situation? What would you do in that situation? So I think that this is more so, you being able to, what's the word? I guess more so, I don't know what to say for that, but you know, just being able to express, you know, what you're capable of. Knowing what you're capable of, I think, is the biggest thing here, for sure. Some of y'all may not know what you're capable of, and that may be why things aren't coming through and things haven't been falling into place, because you're still stuck on you. You know, you're still stuck on, you know, figuring yourself out. And I think that's something that, you know, once you get the hang of that, and once you understand that, you'll have more of a free-flowing feel to life and everything that you're trying to do. So, let's see what else is here. Okay. Some of y'all could be networking too at this time, meeting new people, collabing. There may be something going on this month as well. You know, maybe working on an event with someone or planning a trip with someone. There's a lot of like collaborative stuff going on. So let's see what we have clarifying the Four of Cups. What are air signs waiting on right now? What are they waiting on? Knight of Cups. Some of y'all are waiting on a break, or some of y'all need a break. Like, you feel like you're caught up in the same old situation, or even with the Knight of Cups, like, I don't know, y'all waiting to be happy. And I feel like with that, it's like you're waiting on happiness rather than just being happy, you know? Now, if you're in a situation where it's very hard for you to maintain that level of happiness, there may be some things that you're going to have to reevaluate. You know, are you allowing outside influences, you know, to control your happiness and control the way that you feel about yourself, about your life? Because that could be something getting in the way. I feel like also too, with the Knight of Cups, this is, you know, the heart. Like, are you opening up your heart enough? Are you, you know, holding back a little bit? Like, you know, where is your self-expression at? Are you expressing yourself? Are you allowing yourself to be heard? Even if it's not, you know, to a physical person, you may be communicating with spirit. You may be communicating with the Most High. Like, you may need to get in position to advocate for yourself, and speak up, especially if something is bothering you or you're not happy with your situation. Like, I think it's time. I think what's really going to be your breakthrough is when you're finally fed up. When you're finally fed up, you'll have a breakthrough, you know. And I think that that's something that I usually see is like a pattern for a lot of people, you know. We don't ever really reach the point to change until we have a breaking point. So is this your breaking point, or are you still comfortable? You know, and I'm saying still comfortable in this environment. Are you still, I just see like a pig's, what is they call it? A pigsty? That's what I see. So some of y'all may feel like that's where you're at, in a pigsty. Like, you feel like you're in this very discomforting, nasty space or nasty energy, and you want to be cleared from it. But in order for you to be cleared from it, you have to understand that this is not what you want. You know you deserve better, and you're fed up with being in this environment. Because once you're fed up, you're going to do everything in your literally being, to make it happen. So I think for a lot of y'all, it's going to take that. It's going to take being fed up. Like, I'm not happy with this. This doesn't make me feel good. I don't want to do this anymore. Blah, 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 blah. So once you reach that point, I think it's going to make it a lot easier for you to, you know, move on and do new things and, you know, get the hell out of there. We don't get out of that pigsty, okay? We're going to get out of the pigsty. We no longer belong there. This could be mentally for some people. Mentally, like, your mind may feel like a pigsty. Like, it may be full of negative thoughts, full of evil thoughts or plans or whatever. Like, you just have a mind full of negativity. And with that, you're going to want to clear your mind out. But in order for you to want to even do that, you have to come to a place within yourself where you're like, okay, this is the time. Like, I can't keep waiting. I can't keep holding back. I can't keep hoping that something comes. I got to be the reason for the change. So it's going to be a lot of initiating change this month for you guys. I could definitely see that. A lot of initiating and changes, a lot of initiating and, you know, just evolving and growing to be your best self. I think a lot of y'all are just tired of being too comfortable. And I just talked to fire signs yesterday about, you know, just creating a new comfort zone. So if you feel like you have been too comfortable, then come on, what's your next comfort level? You know, we got to move up in the levels of comfort instead of feeling like we got to just be thrown out to the wolves. So I was gonna say something else, but I lost it. So hopefully it comes back to me. But let's see what we have clarifying the Wheel card. We got the Two of Cups. I feel like some of y'all are like, I wouldn't say like plotting and scheming on your relationships, but you're reevaluating a lot of your relationships right now. I feel like for a lot of y'all, it's been very like teeter-totterish, like, oh, I don't know if I should cut them off. Oh, I don't know if I should keep them in my life. Like, there's a lot of like back and forth and a lot of hesitance, you know, surrounding your relationship with other people. You know, I think that that's the biggest thing. And I think for a lot of y'all realize, like, you know, this is obviously your opportunity to pour into yourself so that you can see who's genuinely pouring into you. Because once you fill your own cup, you're going to have people coming around with their empty ass cups talking about some, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Having people come out the woodworks like they ain't seen you in years, but they need something from you because now you're recharged and they know you're going to give some of that juice to them. But now that you're in a space of pouring into yourself, you're going to value your energy a lot more. You know, when you're doing your self-care, when you're eating right, when you're meditating and doing your yoga or, you know, whatever mindful practice you practice, you're going to be in a space where you're looking at people sideways. And you're just like, I'm pouring into me. You're not pouring into me. But you expect me to pour into you and fill your cup when I'm constantly filling my cup. So you're going to be looking at a lot of people differently this month because you're going to see that, you know, people may not want you in their life because you bring value. They just want you in their life because of your value. You know what I'm saying? These are people that aren't reciprocating. These are people that are using you to get what they want or to get what they need and not helping you with your resources and tools. They're just taking what they can take from you and hoping that, you know, you're okay with it. But once you start pointing to yourself, you're not going to be okay with it. I think a lot of y'all aren't okay with it to begin with, but you've tolerated it because that's what you were used to. But like I said, a lot of y'all are in a space where you're fed the fuck up and you're tired of people telling you this or telling you that or expecting things out of you. You really don't feel obligated to do anything for anybody anymore. Like, you've probably been everybody's best friend, everybody's mom, everybody's dad, everybody's, you know what I'm saying, caregiver or whatever the case may be. But it's like, who is there to do those things for you? Who is there to provide that safe space for you? And I feel like this is why you're so fed up, because you're just in the mindset of, you know, if the shoe was on the other foot, you know what I'm saying? If that was me in this position, I would be doing this. But, you know, you realize that you are not everybody and not everybody is you. You know, people are out here doing whatever they want to do, and you can't be mad at them for being themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's who they are. You just have to be mindful of if you want to be around that energy or not. You know, do you want to be around these types of people? And I feel like a lot of y'all feel like you're I can't even get my words together. You may feel that you're worthier than, you know, what you've been. Fuck. How am I trying to word this? You know that you're worthy, okay? And you know that you're not going to put up with the same shit you've been putting up with. How about that? But yes, I feel like with the Two of Cups, definitely a lot of reevaluating your relationships. Some of y'all be reevaluating like your partnerships and, you know, just people around you that you've kept close. Like, you know, just really taking the time out to reflect. You don't have to like cut anybody off, but I do feel like for the people that you feel are just using you and using your energy and stealing your life force, you're getting rid of them people, okay? I know that for a fact. I can see it, and your energy is very, very solid. And I feel like y'all are just tired of being a doormat. Like, you want to stand up. You want to rise to the occasion. You want to feel empowered. And I feel like that's going to be a big, big theme for y'all this month, too, is empowerment. So how can you, you know, empower yourself? I want you guys to share that in the comments. How can you be empowered? And how can you empower yourself every day? And that goes back to what I was saying about, you know, advocating for yourself and speaking up. Like, I can do this. I can attribute to this. I can, you know, work towards this. I can make this happen. Like, you know, just being able to recognize your power and standing on it and knowing that not everybody can do what you can do and nobody can do what you can do the way that you do it. So I think that this is really y'all's opportunity to be y'all's own, like, best friend, your own motivator, you know what I'm saying? Your own preacher, your own teacher. Because I feel like there's a lot that you missed out on, and because you didn't have the proper guidance, you have to guide yourself, and you have to listen to the guidance of, you know, your elders. And when I say elders, I mean your ancestors and spirit guides, because you may have elders that are trying to get you to do this and do that and do this and do that, but this is your journey, this is your path. And if people feel some type of way about it, then honestly, what can they do about it? They can't get in your body and start doing shit for you. Like, they don't have that amount of power. So don't give them that amount of power, because this is your life. And if you feel like you want to do something a certain way, then you do it. This is honestly the month of taking your power back and transmuting that shit into some magic. Okay. Clarifying the Ace of Wands is the Seven of Swords. I don't know why I have a feeling that the Magician card is going to come out. I don't know if it's just because, you know, y'all are harnessing y'all's gifts and, you know, just really standing firm in, you know, your abilities and stuff like that. But The Magician card is definitely calling out to me right now. You got the Seven of Swords here with the Ace of Wands. I feel like you got to get, and I'm hearing this now, get rid of whatever is blocking your vision, okay? Get rid of whatever is blocking your vision. If it is keeping you from seeing a goal, if it's keeping you away from, you know, a manifestation, or keeping you away from a version of yourself that you're trying to become, then it's got to fucking go. Honestly, it's got to go. Eliminate anything that is not a reflection of who you want to be, what you're manifesting, and what you feel you deserve. Get rid of it. If it's not bringing any value to any of those things, your health, your wealth, you know what I'm saying, your beauty, whatever the case may be, your health, your creativity, if it's not bringing any value to that, then why is it in your life? Why have any of these things in your life if it's not bringing you any significant value for your evolving? You know, what is the word? For your evolution. I was about to say evolving. For your evolving. But anywho, I don't know why I'm getting so tongue-tied with y'all. Y'all having a hard time, like, getting your point across? Like, do you feel like you run around what's really bothering you, or running around what you're really trying to say or get off your chest? Like, there could be some things that, like, you're holding on to, or something deeper than what you're trying to say. Like, you're saying one thing, but it's something deeper than that, you know? So, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe my throat chakra's just on fire today because I haven't been talking much. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing so far. Let's see what else we have. We got the Four of Wands here. We got the Empress card. And we got the Queen of Wands. Look at all this fiery energy here. We got Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Four of Wands. So it's a lot of fire going on, okay? Now when I see this fire, especially with the Four of Wands being like home, reunion, celebration, like I feel like a lot of y'all are coming back home to yourselves, especially if y'all have been feeling separated, if y'all have been feeling a little detached, or have been getting too attached to, like, you know, tangible things, getting too attached to people, getting too attached to your phone, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like, you're getting too attached to something and you are losing connection with yourself. But now it's like you're connecting more with yourself. You're feeling more in tune with yourself. You got the Venus card here, the Empress. So, you know, a lot of y'all are getting back into your beauty regimens and, you know, really just focusing on, you know, honestly evolving. Like, that's the biggest theme that I'm getting for y'all is evolution. Like, I really do feel like y'all are coming out of, it looks crazy, but I just see like a little, is that a movie or something? I just see somebody dark coming out of like this little sewer area. So we done got pigsty, we done got sewer. Are y'all out here in the fucking trenches? Like, and this doesn't have to be physically. You don't have to physically live in the trenches. You could be in the trenches in your own damn mind, you know? So I think that a lot of y'all definitely are working on, you know, controlling your mind better. And I feel like with the Queen of Wands here, Queen of Wands is literally the queen of authenticity, the queen of self-love, self-care, self-acceptance, mainly self-acceptance, okay? So you're learning how to accept yourself. You're learning how to stand in your truth and be real about who you are and stand firm in it. Yes, I said this. Yes, I did this. And what about it? Like, people will really try you about who you are, but you have nothing to explain. You don't owe anybody an explanation on why you did what you did, or why you changed your hair, or why you started a business, or why you're into tarot or crystals or whatever. Like, you don't owe anybody an explanation about who you are and who you're becoming, because that's for you to figure out. That's for you to figure out. That's for you to understand. And that's for you to comprehend. And if anybody else feels like they are owed an explanation, you tell them to mind their damn business. Okay? Tell them to mind the business that pays them, because you're not paying them to be in their business, and they're not paying you to be in your business, or vice versa. Because I feel like I said that shit backwards, but whatever. You're not paying anybody to be in your business. So if they want to be in your business, it comes with a fee. Okay? It comes with a fee. They're going to have to pay you to be in your business. But some of y'all ain't even going for that. You're like, I don't want anybody knowing what I got going on. I don't even want anybody to know where I live. I don't want anybody to know what I got going on. So I think that for a lot of y'all really are, just stay true to yourself, you know, just continue to stay true to yourself. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on with me in this reading. Is it because I'm a Gemini and I need to hear this shit myself? Maybe. Who knows? Oh yes, I keep forgetting to use my other deck. So let's go ahead and dive in with this deck. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you guys in regards to the cycle of the full moon. So let's see what the full moon energy has for you guys. Look, we got the Mother Earth card. All right, one more time. All right, so we got Star Ancestor here at the back of the deck. I can't talk. Follow the voice of your soul. Okay. So we got Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. So there's a lot of medicine here, which we had already talked about, like healing your mind and stuff like that. So that may be what y'all are going through right now. I don't know if y'all are taking any type of elixirs or taking like herbs or drinking like herbal teas or whatever, but those things may have some significance. Some of y'all may be studying herbs right now, getting more into like herbalism, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Focusing more on how you can heal yourself from the inside out too. So some of y'all may be focused like on your health very heavy this month. And that may have a lot of significance as well. We got the Lord card, take charge with authority. Yes, stand your ground to these people. You might got people that have always told you what to do, and they feel like they can still tell you what to do, but you got to let them know, I'm not finna let you little girl me. I'm not finna let you little boy me. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm a grown person. Like, you don't get the opportunity to tell me how to run my life. You don't have control over me. Like, let these people know. You know what I'm saying? For some of y'all, it may be a romantic partner that y'all need to step up to. So talk your shit. I don't like the way you're talking to me. So if you want to talk to me, make sure you use a different tone. Okay? I don't like the way you're treating me. If you're going to continue treating me like this, then you're just going to be alone. You're going to be alone. Or you can treat the next person like this, but you're not doing it to me. So yeah, let people know what's up. Let people know how you feel. Let people know you're not tolerating that bullshit. Let people know that you're like for real. Like, I feel like a lot of y'all are so fed up. You ready to just cuss everybody out that done pissed you off today alone. So I feel like, you know, that may be what it takes though. Like, it's not to say that, you know, it's good to just go around cussing everybody out, because, you know, we got to understand that there are ways to communicate things. But if you are somebody that's never really communicated and has a hard time communicating, sometimes you're going to get it out the way that you can get it out, or the way that you know how to get it out, until you learn how to go about it in better ways. So some of y'all may need to learn better communication skills, or, you know, may just need to work on communicating, period. Like, that's really the first step for those that have always been silent and mute and, you know, oh, I don't like confrontation. Like, you know, you got to learn how to confront your problems, you know, even if it is hard, because those problems will continue to go on until it's addressed. So I think that's the biggest thing for y'all. You know, if you come off aggressive, if you come off too calm or too happy or too sad or whatever, then obviously that's something that you can worry about later on. You know, you have to focus on expressing yourself first, and then we can tweak from there. Okay, you can tweak it as you go, or you can tweak it before. It's up to you. But like I said, you're going to have to communicate it the way that you know best in the moment, because in the moment you can't be like, hold on, let me get calm first before I say something. Hold on, let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be moments where you're going to have to say something on the spot, and it might not be perfect, and it might not be what you wish you could have said, because you may be in the back of your head like, damn, I wish I would have said it like that. I wish I wouldn't have. But you're working on it. You know what I'm saying? You're working on being a better communicator, and you're working on being able to, you know, express yourself without, you know, feeling bad about it. And I feel like that's really the reason why some of y'all bite y'all's tongues, because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But at the end of the day, people gonna have you fucked up, and you either gonna let them continue having you fucked up, or you gonna let them know what the fuck is up. Okay. So yes, let's start letting people know what it is and what it ain't, because there's really no need in you biting your tongue, because you got to advocate for yourself. At the end of the day, you got to speak up for yourself. You got to let it be known what you are and are not tolerating. And if you can't do that, then people are going to feel like they can walk all over you. You know what I'm saying? And that's not fair to you. But at the end of the day, if you ain't going to speak up, then they're going to think that their behavior is tolerable around you. You know, it might not be tolerable around other people, but around you, you ain't saying nothing, so they think it's cool. They think it's fine. That's like somebody being around you saying racist stuff and you don't say anything. They're going to be around you saying racist stuff damn near all the time. So then when you finally speak up about it, it's going to be some, oh, why didn't you say anything before? And all this other shit. But start speaking up. Okay, start speaking up. When you don't like some shit bothers you, say that. Like that, I don't like that. I don't like that you said that. I don't like that you did that. That made me uncomfortable. That was very rude. You know, however you got to say it. Don't worry about how they feel about it. Don't worry about what they have to say back to you, because only thing you need to focus on is getting it out your system, especially if you are having a difficult time communicating. Like, get it off your chest. Say it in the moment. When the moment it comes to you and you feel like, oh, this is how I feel, express it. Okay, I ain't saying go around cuss everybody out and argue and all that shit, but if you gotta say something and something's bothering you, then express it. Okay, especially this month, because you're gonna be tried a couple times. We got the High Priest card, intend and create, which we already talked about. So set your intentions for this month. If you have any goals that you may have for this month as well. Dang. Any goals you have this month, express all of that. Like, I feel like that's where you're at. You're in the space. Sorry, y'all, I'm stretching. But you're in a space of really needing to, like, you know, be intentional about your life. Like, don't just be out here living all willy-nilly and no whatever. Because you may have intentions and you may have goals. Now, if your intention is to just live your life to the fullest with no expectations, with no real, you know, intentions, then, you know, let that be your intention. But you got to know what you want. So that's the first step. Know what you want, set your intentions, and then begin to create from there. And then we have Elder. Didn't I bring up the Elder earlier? I did. But yeah, move beyond ancestral patterns. So you don't have to go the way that everybody else is going. You don't have to go the way your family's going, your cousins and brothers and sisters going, the way your best friends going. Like, this is your journey, okay? If you feel like you want to go the complete opposite of everybody else, and it's weird because you zigzagging through your path, so be it. But make sure it's the best damn zigzag you could possibly manifest, okay? Because I do feel like, you know, some people like to go against the grain just to be different. Go against the grain because you feel like, you know, it's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like, you know, you want to do things differently, you want to change your diet up, you want to change up the way you live your life, or change up your hair or whatever, make sure you're doing it for you and not for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Like, make sure these changes and adjustments are genuine and not coming from a place of ego. Because we do shit like that. All right. And then we have Stag, Trust and Thrive. So I feel like with the energy of a full moon, I feel like the energy of the full moon is basically teaching you guys how to be your own individual. Like, you know, I feel like y'all already know how to do that, but I think it's really like you're becoming a new version of yourself. Like, you're evolving, you're changing, you're outgrowing certain things. And I think this is really all about adjusting and aligning with that, you know, and feeling more connected to that. So there may be a part of yourselves that y'all have suppressed or cut off. Maybe this is your time to reconnect and reevaluate. The back of the deck, we have, Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. So I feel like that's the biggest thing is, you know, soul alignment. Y'all may feel a little bit closer to your spirit. Maybe some of y'all feeling a little bit more lighter. I would highly suggest connecting with your third eye chakra and crown chakra at this time. If you are looking to connect with your higher self, this can be done through meditation. This can be done through divination. This can be done in many different shapes and forms. But make sure that you're not suppressing, you know, yourself. I feel like that's another thing. Like, don't be out here suppressing yourself. Don't be out here biting your tongue. You know, speak up. Whatever you need to say it. Like, just do you. Live your life to the fullest, honestly. Like, stop living for other people. Live for you. Do what's going to make you happy. Do what's going to make you feel good at the end of the day. And for some final messages, we got the Ten of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Devil. We got the Ace of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and last card is going to be the Six of Cups. So, no magician here, but, you know, we tried. We tried it. But maybe y'all just need to be the magician yourself. You don't need a physical representation of what the magician looks like, because you need to define it for yourself. What does a magician look like to you? Okay? With the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Swords, think differently about your happiness. You know what I'm saying? What used to make you happy probably isn't going to make you happy anymore. So you may have to, you know, change your outlook on happiness, change your outlook on life entirely. And maybe even changing your outlook on your emotions and, you know, how to balance them and how to also not be ashamed of them. Like, some of y'all may be ashamed of your emotions or just kind of feel like, oh, I'm sad. That makes me feel this. Well, I'm not a good person because I'm angry or whatever. Like, you may need to reevaluate that, because these are false perceptions. You know, your emotions do not need to be defined by other people. You need to define your emotions for yourself. And then we have the Five of Pentacles with the Hanged Man. So I feel like with the Five of Pentacles card coming out, you know, there's some things that you've struggled with, but you don't have to struggle with those things anymore. One thing about the Five of Pentacles is that you feel helpless and you feel like victimizing and victim and all that shit, raining on your own parade and all that, but there's really no need for that. You know what I'm saying? Because she's sitting here dwelling and sad, but the whole time the key's right here for her to unlock this door and welcome in something new. So I think Spirit's really encouraging y'all to start seeing things differently, start seeing your life differently, start seeing yourself differently, and everything else will, you know, fall into place. So yeah, stop putting yourself in a box and limiting yourself and then be like, oh my gosh, why can I don't have any opportunities? Why isn't they coming my way? It's because you've limited yourself to think that nothing was coming to you. So start changing your thinking patterns. That'll help you out a lot. And then lastly, Six of Cups and the Devil card. Stop letting your past control you. Okay, that was a very, very straight to the point, direct message. Stop letting your past control you, whether it be people in your past, things that you put up with in the past. Like, stop letting that shit control you. If you feel like you're ready to move on, then move on. But don't be sitting around hoping and praying that your past just doesn't haunt you anymore, or whatever the case may be, because there's going to be times where you're triggered and you're going to have to learn how to work through that instead of avoiding it. So stop letting your past control you. Face the shit that you've been through, you know what I'm saying? Understand it, work on it, love yourself through it, all of that. But don't sit around and mope and cry and be upset because something happened to you and you're not doing anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Take your power back from these people. These people do not need to have that type of power or control over you. Stand your fucking ground, talk your shit, do what you gotta do. But you know, don't let this have that type of control over you. Honestly, I feel like that's gonna be the thief of joy in your life, is regret. You know what I'm saying? Regret. Oh, this happened to me, and oh, this did. That doesn't mean that your life has to stop. You know what I'm saying? Just because things happen to you doesn't mean that your life needs to stop. Doesn't mean that you need to be punished for it. Doesn't mean that you need to put a pause on your business, put a pause on everything else you got going on. It's time for things to start. It's time for things to begin. You know what I'm saying? So this is like a weed in your garden that you just need to get out. So pick out the weeds, get the weeds gone, and you're going to be fine, because now you got, you know, some fresh energy to work with. So let the past be the past. You know, it may be hard to accept things, but at some point you're going to have to if you're looking to move forward. Okay? So I know I was a little tongue-tied in the beginning, but we made it through. Thank y'all so much for tuning into this reading. I do appreciate y'all for, you know, always pulling up and supporting the kid. Let me know what y'all would like to see in my next few videos. I have water signs to do tomorrow, so please, please, please let me know what y'all want for next week's reading. We're gonna go ahead and call it a what? What was I gonna say? Call it a, I don't know. Call it the end. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call it the ends. It's a wrap. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Don't forget to hydrate, meditate, and I will see you all next time. Peace.